Good evening, everyone. My name is Gina Lewis, and I am the founder of Freetown. We're a retail concept inspired by the style, design, and aesthetic of the African diaspora. We carry women's apparel and accessories, gift categories, home decor, and art. But we are more than e-commerce. Our vision is to operate at the highest level of retail, including experiential activations and pop-ups, brick and mortar in select US cities, and to lead the charge in global sourcing that will allow us to find the best in design and sustainable practice. So, where is exciting global retail fashion that's ethically sourced and diverse in its designers and makers? There are so many designers that are currently not represented in the US retail landscape, and they're not curated in a way that speaks to the stories of these makers or piques the curiosity of the customer. And this creates value for the inclusive customer. So Freetown answers this call. We're global fashion curated through a lens of culture. We have new and emerging brands with an aesthetic of the global African diaspora. It's as aspirational yet attainable, with price points ranging from $15 to $500. This dress, made in Nigeria. We're expanding the view of African fashion along with other cultures and their specialties. So, consider Freetown amongst this retail landscape between heritage brands like Nordstrom and Target, specialty retailers like Anthropologie, and tastemaker retailers like Dover Street, MoMA, and St. Frank. But what they can't do is offer culture, style, swag, and profitability. This is not a diversity inclusion project. This is about driving sales and activating new culture in spaces that haven't been seen before. So what we do. We currently operate an e-commerce website that carries over 40 different brands and makers that are all diverse. We also carry product that is imported from 10 different countries on the African continent, which we're proud of. As a retailer, we have a dual function. First to our customers, or D2C, in which we operate e-commerce and eventually brick and mortar and pop-ups. And our dual function, our second function, to our suppliers, or B2B, in which our platform serves to amplify their design stories and expands their reach while supporting our curated merchandising experience. So, our brands are hot, and they're recognizable. They're sought after. They're recognizable on social media, they're worn by some pretty prominent women, and they're on global runways all over the world during Fashion Week. It's our job to bring what she wore to how to get it, even if that comes from as far as Côte d'Ivoire or the Ivory Coast in West Africa, like this brand, Kente Gentleman. So our customer, she's looking for great fashion, unique finds, and great gifts in one place. She cares about her style. It has to be authentic, and so does her community. She cares about the story. She cares about the story behind the item, but she's also savvy. The price points have to make sense. It's definitely affordable luxury, but it's not cheap goods.
What words would I use to describe my personal style? I'd say playful, adventurous. I go for elegance, you know. Whether I achieve it or not is up to you to decide. My name is Lupita Nyong'o, and this is my fashion timeline.
Now, you may recognize this Black Panther star, actress Lupita Nyong'o. This quick clip is just a glimpse into the world in which women consider their style stories. And it's time for us to make something exciting for this woman and connect her to the place that inspires her image. As a founder, I bring over a decade of global retail experience from the buying, sourcing, and importing side. Currently, I'm getting a master's at UCLA in African American Studies, in which my research focus is, you guessed it, global Black fashion, style, and textiles. This is my life's work. I seek to build where I want to shop, and I seek to build where I want to work. My team understands this mission, and collectively they bring experience from tech innovation at the White House to growth and strategy at organizations like PwC and Poshmark They've built their own digital marketing agencies, and they do design and social for the African Tourism Association. So to date, without any formal launch or any formal marketing, we've conducted over 125 transactions on Freetown.com at an average retail of $120. And while the e-commerce industry on returns averages around 18%, if not higher, our return rate is less than 2%. So she's finding what she likes organically, she's spending 120 bucks, and she keeps what she likes. We think that's a good sign. So tonight, we begin our fundraising journey because we have markets to explore, we have sales to drive, we have talent to find, and we have communities to build. We're seeking $1.25 million, to support our runway over the next 18 months that will help develop our creative marketing strategies to reach our community. It's going to help us get more inventory and our best-selling styles and designers. It's going to support finding people that can help us drive e-commerce sales. And if we're lucky, we can begin to build a home in the form of pop-up shops that will begin to bring our vision to life and into our community in person. For many of us, fashion is freedom, and fashion is identity, and Freetown is home. Thank you so much, and look forward to speaking with you later this evening.